Hopefully.
Okay, so yay. Yay.
Do you have dark?
Yuki, no. You are not a lap cat. You are not a lap dog. Don't.
Yeah.
Yuki's trying to get in my lap. He's trying to be a dog, and it's not working.
Yeah. But
At least he hasn't barked at me today. He does. He barks.
Yeah.
And then he remembers that he's a cat, and that he's not, and that cats don't bark, and so he'll finish it off with this big old huge.
Yeah.
And he'll look at me like I told him to bark.
That's metallic.
Okay. So I got my wand in the mail.
It's very pretty. Yes, it is very pretty.
I'm going to go grab it real quick.
I'm going to grab it. I got it.
Okay. Because my next action is going to be to take my cough syrup because. Thank you very much. It is pretty. Look at
I can't tell if it's that I'm sick, that I'm coming down with something, or if it's just because I've been inhaling cleaning chemicals for like 3 hours straight. Hey!
Yikes!
Why have you been inhaling chemicals for 3 hours straight? Because I had to scrub the entire counter and sink. Oh, and there were like 3 layers of dried paint and stuff. That's very fun. Oh. So yeah.
Okay.
So that's if I'm sick coming down with something, or if it's just like body is irritated from that.
Mm-hmm.
I would say though, I don't know. Yeah.
It's just like, yeah. I had to call in on Monday night because I lost my voice. And then I tried to go to work on Tuesday, and halfway through my shift, I lost my voice again. So I had to go home because I can't complete my job as a customer service associate without a fucking voice.
Yeah. On the plus side, you have plenty of PTO.
Yes.
Like plenty.
Yep. The only reason I got through my shift on Wednesday was because I was like mainlining my dark honey cough syrup.
Yeah.
And Tammy called me. Tammy looked at it, and because I had the little beehive shaped cap on it, and she was like, "You're so pretentious," and I'm like, "It's not my fault that the only cough syrup that doesn't have a whole bunch of chemicals in it is in this cute as shit little bottle and is $11." Because I don't like putting chemicals in my body. But anyways.
I don't think anybody does.
Yeah, I know, right?
And not only that, but it tastes absolutely disgusting.
Yeah. This shit right here is delicious. I could just drink it. But I'm not because it's honey and I would give myself a sugar headache. I gave myself a sugar headache on Wednesday night while I was mainlining it, trying to be able to, speak. Any hoozles. So, we are on our way to Whitestone.
Oh no, Dice Whale is missing an eye. Oh well, we can find an eye for her.
Yep. So, 1 second, I forgot to take my pills. Okay, so we are on our way to Whitestone. Made it to the desert without incident. And decided to make a pit stop at a couple of... Yeah. And decided to make a couple of pit stops in some pyramids. Just to take a break from being on the road.
Yeah.
And...
Ivy's leveled up.
Yas. And...
Awesome.
So we are in a pyramid right now. Have made it through a little bit. And right now we are facing a wall of fire, apparently. But it's not a complete, like, covering the entire space. It's, there's a way around it.
Is there?
Yes.
Yes. It's called a decanter of endless water. Yeah.
Yeah, we can always water bend it.
Yep.
Decanter of endless water plus shape water and... But there's a way around it anyways, so
might as well just take care of it.
Yeah. So but also you would think that I would have written this down whether or not there would be enemies in here. But I actually did not roll to decide if there are enemies in here. And there are.
Oh, yay. Am I going to have to make a wisdom saving throw?
No.
Not yet.
Okay. Just a second. Come here.
Oh, and I pledged to the Kickstarter. The Hero Forge Kickstarter.
Okay. Let's see. No, I'm not going to do the complete and total douche move with scorpions being mentioned.
All right.
Oh, and Izion got a snake.
Yeah.
He's still currently with the snake is still currently with your with its base stats. Not officially a pet because passing animal friendship on it doesn't count.
Okay.
You actually have to kind of work with it. If it survives the dungeon, I will make it a pet.
Okay.
Note, if it survives with all 2 of its hit points.
Can I put it in Tysius's bag of holding? It won't survive.
It will die.
No. You can't put living things in there. Yeah.
That would be like tossing someone out into space. At an airlock without a...
They'll have about 30 seconds before their oxygen-starved body
kicked it.
Heals over and dies.
Uh-huh. So.
How long is this dungeon?
However long we make it.
I want this pet. Let's get a non-poisonous snake. I'm just pointing out. But poisonous helps. Poisonous can kill you too. You're not wrong.
He likes danger.
He's got a kink dungeon. What do you think? He's the one that started that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say on chat.
Ooh.
Tyvius does not condone this. He is very against it.
How is a fire snake not in here?
That's a good question.
The things that...
I probably should have gone with the normal chicken sandwich. Ow. What happened? I went with, I decided to try Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich. Oh. It's good. But it's spicy enough that it's like, okay, it's a good thing I got coleslaw for my side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I like this. Okay.
And B's got a headache, so no
yeah.
B tonight.
No B. But speaking of B though, as Candy starts to, because she's like firewall, she opens up her decanter and starts to waterbend it, and a very large, very angry figure comes out of the fire.
Uh-oh.
A fire elemental. Roll for initiative, please.
Good thing there are no surprise rounds for fire elemental.
Yep.
Oh. That's a 7. Okay. I just rolled double 20s for advantage.
Oh, nice.
Alright, move your dice. So I can roll with advantage.
Yeah.
I will take that 19. What's the other one? 4. So,
And because he's a pet in training, he does get his own initiative. The snake.
Although, so can I just protect him with my 21 for Elwyn.
Okay, give me a second. What was my first one?
Wait, are you rolling for my snake or do I?
You roll for your pet.
Yeah, you roll for your pet, hon. Okay.
Heh.
It's your pet. I have to.
Okay, Ayana, Chile, Candy, and...
Does my pet have an initiative?
Let me see. He has plus...
An initiative modifier.
And plus 1.
Plus 1, okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's better though. Yeah. That way.
If he survives the dungeon, he will go into having the pet stats, which is basically your initiative modifier for Izion, half his hit points, and his modifiers for saving throws and stuff.
Cool.
So if he survives the dungeon. Anywho, speaking of the snake, though, what is his initiative?
6.
6. Okay. Izion?
I would 12 and Tyvius is 15.
Okay. Ayana is 24. Elwyn was 21.
Mm-hmm. What was yeah. Tyrese is 15. Izion is 12. And the snake is 6.
15 for Tysius. Anahita?
20-30.
Okay.
She has 2 nat 20s.
Yeah. And then there's that. And top of the round is Ziana. Anyone surprised by that? Okay. And she is going to pull out her luck blade. But
He like tried to lay on my dice bag. He will lay on anything. So he was like putting his paws in the holes. Okay.
okay, she doesn't have any kind of fire putting out spells. So she's going to just stabby dash. That hits though. Okay. She stabs, it doesn't quite see through. She does also take her shield and bash it for 9 points of damage. The heat does not penetrate her shield. Because it is made of fire. And Chule is going to be an intellectual and cast polymorph on herself. And she's gonna turn herself into a white dragon wormling.
Who?
Chule.
Well, no, I said oof.
Yeah. Yep.
Sound like oof. Yeah, I didn't say who. I said oof.
Yep. And she is going to do cold breath at this fire elemental.
I can't even remember if I still have cold breath or not. Writing shit down.
And it fails its dexterity save.
Or its
constitution. It fails its constitution. And so it takes 5d8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I forget who got cold breath from the chocolate roulette.
I think it was me. I don't know. I think I still have one use left.
I didn't write it down. I know I have fire breath still, so I don't think that's very much here. Bless you.
Thank you. Okay. 18 because it's fire.
It is just sick boy season up here, y'all.
Yep.
Yeah.
That time of year. Bless you.
Bless you.
I'm gonna go get some tissues. I'm gonna go toilet paper.
I legit banged out my damn headphones last one.
Okay. I'm on my way back. So that is Chule's turn. Next up is Anahita.
I guess I'm going to.
I'm gonna try casting Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
Sending you good vibes.
Because
Sending all the good vibes.
Ooh. Please tell me that's a good ooh. 23.
Yay!
nice.
Alright. And obviously I'm doing cold damage.
Uh-huh.
Good vibes.
Yeah, all right.
That's 20 cold damage.
Okay.
Yeah! And is that double because...
Yes.
So 40 cold damage.
Yep.
Please tell me it's dead after that.
Mm-mm.
No! Alright, well.
Almost.
It is corporeal, yeah. Okay. I wasn't completely sure about that.
Iona was able to bash it with her sword, with her shield.
Never mind. I'm just tired. I just woke up.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I guess I'll just stay where I am. I'm not gonna do anything else. The cold damage.
Okay.
You can keep your distance by just beating your axe at it. Yeah.
Yep.
And
Elwyn.
I want to say Elwyn still has ice breath.
Yeah, may as well.
Okay, so he's going to, and I need you to roll me a saving throw. Dex save, I think it is.
Okay. That is a 13.
14.
Yep.
So, save fails.
2d6 cold damage.
Oh, that is a total of 10.
Okay.
Double.
All right.
So 5 was the original roll, total of 10. And what the heck? I've got another attack.
Mm-hmm. Maka.
What the heck? 1, 2, 3, Or should I go all the way? Maka. Should I go all the way?
Up to you.
I
mean, personally, I'd love to get hit by some fire damage.
Nah. I'll just go second level. Count them up.
Okay.
So that 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And hell with it. 2 points of radiant damage.
Alright, how much was the slashing damage?
8.
8? Okay. Plus how much radiant?
2.
Okay. Okay.
So is it still standing?
Barely.
Then, since its turn next. Before it even starts its turn, it takes another 8 points of slashing damage.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It fades out. And the flames go out as the fire traps go out as well.
Oh. And I drop Cloud of Daggers.
All right.
Looks like I need to get another red marker. I can't find my sword. Which is weird, because... Probably not.
All right. And so, with the fires out, just a second to get this last one out. Okay. So, all right. So, and I'm going to put the statue back where it started. Okay. All right.
All right.
So, looking around the room, there is a panel on the floor and some statues by the door.
Is it a statue panel?
Yes. I mean, if you stand on it, nothing's going to happen. So,
Yeah.
yep. It is a statue panel. And Candy is going to waterbend one of the statues onto the panel. which makes another panel appear.
Another statue panel?
Yes.
I guess waterbend another statue onto it.
Yeah.
Or have one of the sunflowers push it. It is very heavy though.
Yeah.
We have 2 centaurs.
Most of the statues are actually pretty firmly in the ground. The only way to get them up is to waterbend them. And then another panel pops into the open, but that one's just one that you can stand on. And it unlocks a door.
Even if you step off of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and if when the second statue also is on top of the thing, some lanterns flicker to light. It's slightly creepy.
Yeah.
And
You got some pictures from the bathroom and cleaning up the dice with the rubbing alcohol.
and digging around, you also find a piece of turquoise stuck on a pedestal. And before going through the freshly unlocked door, you hear a thunking on the wall in the hallway that you just left.
I go back and check it out.
Huh?
Go back and check it out.
Yeah. Yeah. And then faintly through the wall you hear, "Hello?
Oh no.
Is anybody there?"
Yes. Someone is here.
Elwin?
Phone. Who did? Hi, yes. Hi, yes. We need your act. Please, stand back from the wall.
Okay.
Like, stand really far back from the wall, as far as you can.
Okay.
I'm like, yeet this. Oh, my word.
So you bust open a hole in the wall, basically.
I yeet it as hard as I can. Why? Because it's fine.
Okay. And a familiar face was trapped in this little hidden room. The Yuan Ti girl that you met last time you were in the desert.
Oh, it's you. Huh.
Which I finally gave her a name. I'm going to say that she did introduce herself. Her name is Sikienza. I'll put it in the chat.
I was about to say, happy yeah. I have to draw. Sikienza.
Yep. Sikienza.
I have to draw Izion, like, cuddling the snake. Oh, dear. If the snake survives. If it survives, yeah. Just like, baby.
Yeah. With all 2 of his hit points.
Yeah. And it's giant poisonous fangs. Mm-hmm. As it grins, like, I'm baby. I'm baby.
Yeah. So,
like, people see a poisonous snake, they usually scream and run. Not Izion. He's like, baby.
Yeah.
Like, no, they see a poisonous snake perched on a centaur, and they're like, what in the... No. It's okay. He's baby. Like, that's literally his name. Baby.
Well, yeah, his nickname. His name is Gavam.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to be really sad if he doesn't survive because Izion already named him.
Yes, I will be too.
So, there is some treasure on the floor because she was kind of because, and you're just like, there's a bar of gold on the ground, and in one corner there's some platinum. And Sikensa is just like, do you happen to have any food?
Yes, and I give her some of the food rations. Would you like something to drink too? I pull out the jug.
Sure.
Tell it what you want.
Water?
And starts pouring out water for her to drink.
Thank you. And Candy pipes up. She's like, how did you end up stuck in this hole, in this room? I opened the door. I got the door open. I went inside, and it slammed shut behind me. And I couldn't get it open again. Stop trying to be a lap cat.
Never. No.
He doesn't actually like being in my lap, though. It's really annoying. So, yeah. And she's like, oh, there was stuff on the floor. I was kind of preoccupied with trying to get out of here.
Yeah. Well, we'll split it with you.
That won't be necessary. I can find treasure elsewhere.
Okay. Well, nice seeing you again.
Yeah, nice seeing you as well. And she paused. You don't mind if I tag along for a little while, do you?
Of course not. The more the merrier.
Thank you. I did add her to the thing beforehand. I am a good DM. For the rare occasion that I actually managed to do something.
Yes, this is chicken sauce. Chicken sauce. Yeah. Chicken sauce. I know how to say it. Chicken sauce.
Hi.
We ran into her last time we were in the pyramid.
Okay. Two awkward children.
Yep.
She is a wanty pureblood. Could you grab my monster manual? Yes. My brother still owes me a new player's handbook. After he stole it, or I wouldn't say stole it, I let him borrow it, and then his old roommate stole it. Something like that. Pretty snake woman.
Yeah.
Only doesn't quite look like that. She's cuter.
Yeah. And she's a teenager, so.
Younger as well.
Yeah. Did I? I did not decide on her age. She's a teenager. Like, in her late teens. So she's older than Izion.
So, like, Tyzia's age.
Yeah.
18, 19.
I will smack you with my knitting needle.
I'm sorry. It's Yuki. I know.
He was trying to pull my tissue off of the desk.
Oh. Yeah. No. You don't want it.
No. No, cat, you don't. Okay, any hoozles. So we temporarily also have Sikinsa with us. And
whose name, by the way, means curiosity.
yes.
Izion is instantly kind of fascinated by her because snake.
Yeah.
He, as you haven't noticed, has a thing for reptiles.
Yeah.
And kinks, apparently.
Yeah.
I randomly decided on that.
Yep. You decided?
I decided.
Yep. Alright, so carry on into the room that we just unlocked.
Sure.
Alright, in this room, there's a pile of rubble on one side of the room.
Okay. You're sure.
If anything, I could just redo this.
And the pile of rubble was covering a door.
Rebel?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tyzion, you have rubble.
Tyzion.
Tyzion. Wow, I don't have to, don't worry. I blame the chemicals.
Yeah.
He's going to eat it as hard as he can once again.
Oh, God.
Add the rubble?
Yeah. Because
The pile of rubble just becomes a larger pile of rubble. Just more, well, it's the same size, it's just more spread out. You can see the door that is blocking.
Alright, fine, I guess we can use a shovel.
Or he could be like a civilized centaur and just kind of hack it instead of yeeting.
What's the fun in that? He's chaotic dumbass, don't you know?
Yes, I am aware.
Here, I'll give you the shovel. He just hands up a shovel. Use that.
Fun.
Either way, the rubble eventually gets cleared, and there's a doorway. On the other end of the room, there, like, it blends in, but because of the way that there's dirt and grime, the way the dirt and grime has
Also
done.
Chile.
Yeah, and Chule also contributes. You can tell that there's a hidden door there. It's like, it's supposed to be hidden, but it's fracking obvious. And that leads into a little hallway where there's some platinum on the floor, a keystone, a bag of gold. Like, you need more of that, right?
Always.
There's also a vase on the floor in one corner at the end of the hallway, and a table with some ash-filled urns that.
I'm not interested in those.
Yeah.
Izzy doesn't touch it. Izzy instantly drags him away.
Yeah. As Tyzius gets close and try and touching it, before Izion manages to pull him away, some of the ash kind of swirls up out of the urn.
He wasn't even close to trying to touch it, though.
Yeah.
Like, Tyzion could see, or Izion could see and just grabs his arm.
Yep. Well, there's also a very valuable looking vase on the ground nearby the urns. So,
Well, Elwin was gonna try and take the urn.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Roll a stealth check.
Okay. Stealth. Let me see how my stealth is. That's bad.
9.
Okay, so the dust, the ashes still swirl around out of the urn,
Oh, God.
and a ghost appears.
Oh, no.
Just a plain ghost.
I just gives you this look. It was just like.
Really?
Like, wow.
We come in peace.
Are you trying? Persuasion?
Yeah, let me roll persuasion. Because I've got plus 11 persuasion. 16.
Okay, it looks at you and then looks at the vase. And
I can help you pass on. You're no longer alive. You don't need to hold on to that. You can't take it with you.
And it doesn't seem to care. Roll another
Persuasion check?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse. 15.
And
You
it
can't take it with you. Let me call the ferryman. Lead you to the other side.
and while you're trying to reason with it, it just is like, just kind of looking at you all, kind of not it's not interested in what you're saying. It's really not.
Oh, come on. Please?
If the bard can't reason with it, can anyone?
No.
Ayana?
And Ayana is just like, you're the one that woke it up, but I'll see what I can do.
Anyone who has that proficiency in persuasion and a keep,
Yeah.
which I believe Izion also.
Izion also has a keep.
You need to add the fact that you've got added proficiency in.
For Izion?
Yeah.
Here, I'll hit that.
Thank you.
Which I'm saying +1 expertise level.
I have a charisma of +1. That's not very good.
Expertise or proficiency?
Added proficiency.
Okay. So he wasn't already proficient in it, so.
That was not at all.
I have a +1 charisma. There's no.
I mean, if you're worried about the vase, we can make sure it stays safe. This is terrible.
Yep. That's not even what I meant to push. Oh my god. Persuasion. Persuasion is what I... There we go. Alright. So,
I wasn't rolling initiative.
I wasn't either. I was just rolling.
Yep.
Oh my god. There's going to be another season of 7 Deadly Sins coming up. I need more Vaughn.
More freaking fun. More. Oh my gosh.
More everyone except. She's a little annoying.
Okay.
I think she's okay.
She's okay. Her voice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ayana is just going to be like, okay, let's just bite the proverbial bullet here. And she walks up to the ghost, and because we're not in combat, she's just trying, she also reasons with it. She, however, she casts Word of Radiance. And it fails its Constitution save and takes enough damage to
Go poof.
yeah, because it fails its Constitution save twice.
Ayana.
We tried.
What?
Well, fine. Take the vase.
That's one way to force that's one way to force it to
Shoves it into his bag of holding. I
force it.
Saved his soul, you know.
It wasn't interested. You wanted to
And
save
what
and
makes you
save.
think that I didn't? It's not as theatrical.
Fair enough.
It's not as theatrical as your whole summon the ferryman and all that. But really. Right beside the vase is a keystone panel, which you do have a keystone that fits in it.
Alright, put it in the hole.
Well, if we knew that beforehand, we could have tried to, bullshit our way through it.
Yeah.
Grab the vase as we're getting the keystone after the ghost leaves.
Yeah.
We could have tried that.
Yeah.
If we'd known.
A secret door opens. Into one of the most annoying rooms in any sim dungeon ever. I hate this room.
Hold on. The stream's buffering.
I hate this room.
The stream is buffering.
Uh-huh.
We can't see the room. I'll see it soon enough.
Eight, so I need to play. Might be fun. Yeah. I don't like that. Not large. Okay.
All your dice are on fire. Damn it. Oh, they're not upstairs. You're rolling the luck out of them.
All right. So, bless you. So, in this room, there are.
You grab me a pie from the kitchen. Oh, what? Pie. They're on the floor.
In the boxes.
Oh, they're not in the boxes anymore.
Oh, so you took them out, they got taken out of the boxes and just put on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Yay.
As long as they're not the ones that are on the shelf. Because the ones that are on the shelf are for me for work.
On the floor.
Yeah. Okay. In this room, there are a couple of flickers of flame on the floor, but there's otherwise no serious indication that there's any real danger in this room. There is an archway that is barricaded on the opposite side by rubble.
This is oh yeah, this room.
Yeah.
Do we see the paneling on the floor?
Yes, there is some odd coloration on the floor, and the flickers of fire are within the red paneling.
Ellen's going to go around the red paneling.
Roll a stealth check.
Oh, good.
Everyone?
Yes.
Alright. Even the snake. Or, I'm gonna say the snake is around Izion's neck.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. That's going to be good. That's
just relying on moving.
That's a 14 for.
Just relying on moving fire.
Okay.
And for Kaizia, that's
So is 3,
15.
15 for Izion's. And
for Izion.
this could be bad. Plus 5. Okay. Yay!
13.
13.
Okay.
27 for Anahita.
Of course. I'm not surprised by that.
Well, I get advantage on stealth because I keep forgetting about my boots of Elvenkind, so I'm trying to remember them from now on.
Yep. So, as you taking Elwyn's cue, I'm going to say that just about everyone follows Elwyn's cue and walks around the red paneling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do the centaurs do the same? Walk around the red paneling?
I don't know, do they?
They can just hover over the red paneling, but yes.
Okay. If they go through the red paneling, it's going to shoot up fire.
Okay, yeah, no, we're going around.
Yeah, just as a warning. This is a bitch room.
Yeah.
Okay, Sim. It just electric slided. The Sim just electric slided across just a few panels over. Like, it did it again. What the fuck? Okay, and since everyone passed their stealth checks.
Woo. Everyone passed the stealth check. Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Alright, so.
Let's go and stand on the panel.
Yeah. The first person that stands on the panel, anyone that's behind them Who gets to stand on the Who wants to stand on the panel?
Well, Ellen, I spoke up first, so.
Okay.
Yes, Ellen.
When Elwin steps on the panel,
get off the panel.
Anyone that's directly behind him,
which is probably everyone.
Yeah.
At least one of the centaurs.
Yeah, probably. Needs to make a dexterity save.
Okay. So I guess everyone make a dex save.
Yeah. Well, anyone that's in the hallway because it's a small hallway. I'm gonna say Candy's one of them.
Tysius. Rolled a 1.
Failed.
Okay.
I rolled a 20, so mine's 26.
Yeah. So Tysius.
Oh.
Flames shoot up underneath you.
No.
Yes, and you take 10 fire damage.
No. Ow.
And you are also on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Candy very swiftly uses her decanter of endless water to put you out. And to waterbend that pit that that fire trap that almost got her too. She's just like, yeet the water in there and put it out. And clears the way. And there's a door across the room. Right in front
Ellen casts Cure Wounds. Well, go.
No, they just spill everywhere.
No. Okay. It landed in the trash can.
Oh, okay, that's better.
Like,
So, guys, if you heal up 8 points. Because I cast it at first level, that's a D8 plus 5.
Yep. So, in this room that you make your way into once the fire scare is taken care of, there is okay. There is a Sphinx statue.
Just a statue, not an actual Sphinx.
As you enter the room, it turns its head.
Fuck.
And it waits until everyone's in the room because it's polite like that.
Hello.
Now, where's my information page on Sphinxes?
Androsphinx or Gynosphinx?
Androsphinx. He is a majestic lion. It is a majestic.
It's just a man.
It's just a male. Well, isn't this a rabble?
We don't discriminate.
with how many different kinds of people there are.
Hey, the information on it is the Androsphinx often starts conversations with insults or negative observations.
Right.
Yeah. He a Jake.
We don't discriminate.
Okay. And he's just going to kind of, again, look everyone over. And, well, you made it this far. You must be brave.
I mean, compared to some.
Yep. Now, because he's a jerk, he's going to do this without warning. I need everyone to roll a wisdom save.
Oh no. Fine. I don't know. No, not this one. I'm gonna get my high roller. High roll. Roll high, roll high. Okay, that's good. Okay.
Okay, Snake doesn't have to roll.
Next roll.
Plus 2 for Tysius, please. Okay. That's okay. Izion.
Izion is plus.
Okay. Okay. Both of them got 13. We're both a little bit stupid.
Okay.
I only got a 17. 12.
The only one who is not frightened as the Androsphinx lets out a massive roar is there are two people that are not frightened by him.
Okay.
Sikyansa and Ayana.
Oh, jeez. What was the DC?
18.
Oh, jeez Louise. Ugh. Ellen kind of feigning confidence. Was that really necessary?
Yes, it was. And Ayana is just like, there are better ways to test our courage. Because in her travels, she has dealt with sphinxes before. She knows exactly what he was doing.
I kind of did okay. I mean, I got a 17 out of 18.
Yeah. So you're...
The two centaurs are just scared little beings.
Yep.
I'm less scared.
Yeah. Slightly less scared.
I wouldn't say slightly, I'm just less scared.
Yeah. But yeah.
I'm still kind of scared.
Ayana just snaps at him, and she's just like, there are better ways to test our courage. You jerk. Why can't you be like the guy, like your female counterparts, and just ask riddles? Where's the fun in that?
Ugh.
And then he's just kind of, fine. Particularly when Ayana, without a single care in the world, literally draws her sword, and she's just like, I will stab you.
Will stab a bitch.
Yeah. She is not afraid to go single-handedly against a 200 hit point Sphinx.
Oh, it's only 200 hit points?
Only.
Yeah.
Only.
Let's not say we did.
Yeah. It's challenge level 17. And she's perfectly willing to go against him by herself.
Oh no!
Let's not. But then we never would. He's a jerk. Leave the jerk alone.
Kinda. Stand up straight.
And actually, as she also does this, the Sphinx kind of looks her over, and something in her bag starts to glow.
What? This is probably not a good thing.
And let's see. What spell do I want to have?
Oh no.
Literally fire out of her bag at this asshole.
Ayana, yes.
Ayana, no.
Ayana, yes.
This is completely not of her own. This is not her doing anything.
Is Too still a dragon?
Huh?
Is Too still a dragon?
No.
Oh.
That wore off. Oh. So her bag starts to glow, and like her bag literally starts to glow blue as the Sphinx is looking at her, and she's just standing her ground. She's like, bitch, make a move. I am not afraid. She's like, got this look on her face like, make a move. I dare you. I will cut you.
Ayana, no.
Ayana, yes.
And so she hasn't noticed her bag glowing yet.
Ayana? So it's, Elwyn.
Your bag's turned into a nightlight. Yes.
And she kind of just glances at it. What the hell? And all of a sudden, a giant hand,
I'm sorry, what?
a giant, translucent, shimmering hand just appears out of her bag and slaps the shit out of the Androsphinx.
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
It slaps the shit out of the Androsphinx. And she's just like, okay.
Hey, that wasn't her. That wasn't her. That wasn't her.
And he just starts laughing.
I'm confused. I'm terrified.
Like, everyone is confused. And he just starts laughing. Because even Ayana is just like, wait, what just happened? Where did that hand come from?
I thought I was the only one who knew Mage Hand.
That wasn't Mage Hand.
That wasn't Mage Hand.
Okay, then.
Would we recognize what it was?
It sure as hell wasn't a Mage Hand.
Was it her glowing blue or boar thing?
No, she's not the one with the boar.
I've got a +2 Arcana. Can I make a check?
Yes. You can make a check.
Oh,
I have no clue what's going on.
21.
Okay.
Much better than my 5.
Because you're probably about to announce this. It's an arcane hand.
It's an arcane hand.
And it just came from something in Ayana's bag.
Ayana, what's in your bag?
Some of the gemstones that we found, and she pulls out. She grabs her bag and she kind of pulls it out. One of the lapis lazuli gems.
Mm-hmm.
She finds the glowing one, and it's one of the lapis lazuli gems that you guys found at one point. And meanwhile, the Androsphinx is still cackling. He just took damage, but he's just laughing his ass off.
What? Both centaurs are just like up against the wall, terrified.
Especially because this is a big booming kind of
Bitch slap to the face, you're laughing. What is so funny?
Oh, that's a brave one.
Hey, she didn't do that.
You may pass.
Very well. Thank you. I don't know what's going on either.
Okay. As and he kind of just goes still and watches, and Ayana's just kind of side-eyeing him. That arcane hand is still up and kind of just hovering around, especially as she kind of puts the gem back in her bag, and she's just like, I don't know how to turn it off, so I didn't even know I could do that. And she just kind of, and then the hand actually clears some rubble out of the corners.
Oh.
Because it decided to be handy, I guess. And it's just like, and there's some platinum in the corner that The Sphinx doesn't do anything. He's still kind of chuckling as the hand does its thing, and Ayana just kind of goes and picks up the platinum, picks up a broken bowl out of the corner. Come on, guys, let's go.
Agreed. Elwyn quickly darts to the other.
Yeah,
Like,
down the hallway the other direction.
Running along the walls to keep away from the Sphinx.
Yeah. There is a one at the down the hall, down the other end. There's another pile of rubble, and the arcane hand just kind of poofs out of view. There's a floor panel.
And a statue right next to it, looks like.
Yeah, it's embedded in the ground, but that doesn't stop Candy.
Indeed.
Like that doesn't stop Candy.
Indeed. But that was a thing.
Yeah.
Let's not relive that.
And it's just like
there we go.
Trying to figure out why it didn't do with that statue. Okay, and
That's weird.
yeah, and it unlocks the door that is right there.
And we have gone in a circle.
And you got in a circle.
Oh, that's the start.
Yep.
Guess we're done here.
But when you get back into that room, you find that the third door that had been previously locked is now unlocked.
Let's go through that door.
Sim? What the hell? Why did you... She took the path, the straight path that wasn't even technically straight, and...
Activated the floor trap.
Yep. And set herself on fire.
Stupid Sim.
Yep. Sims. What can you do? Besides endure. Okay. And...
Stairs going down.
Yep. That door leads into a room with some strange busts staring at a staircase.
I guess we're going down the stairs.
Yep. And the hallway at the bottom of the stairs, there are 4 statues in the middle of the hallway, kind of looking at each other. And Candy's just like, I'm almost afraid to go into that section of hallway.
That does seem suspicious.
Because, whenever statues are looking at each other, there's something going on there. Okay. But you get to that area and
nothing happens.
Yep.
No hidden doors.
No. Kinsaw is the one that braves that area. She's like, oh, I'll go through it. She walked through. Nothing happened. It's safe to come through, I guess.
Guess so.
And then around the corner at the end of the hallway, there is a keystone panel that we do not have the keystone for yet. But there is an unlocked door.
There is an unlocked door.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That leads into a room with a sarcophagus inside.
How about no?
Fortunately for everyone's sanity, no.
Mummy Lord.
Yeah, no one's hair goes limp, so.
See, it's fine. It's a pink marker.
We could just set it on fire and be done with it.
No.
Okay, so. As you come into the room and you're just kind of looking at the sarcophagus kind of suspiciously and just like, I don't know if we want to go. Ayana, who is just like, she's like, that Andrew Sphinx really pissed her off. She walks into the room and she just shouts.
What does she shout?
If anyone's in there, come out and fight me. I want to kill something.
Neither of the centaurs are taking part of it either. I'm saying that now. Are you okay?
I'm just mad about that godforsaken Andrew Sphinx.
Well, you're not the only one knowing, but don't get us killed on that. Don't get us killed, please.
But after a long beat, nothing comes out of the sarcophagus. So I'm gonna roll a strength check for her. She's gonna walk up and yank the top off of the sarcophagus.
And that is when the centaurs leave the room and wait outside.
They're just like, there's nothing in there. It's literally empty. Except for a keystone.
The one we're going to hit a keystone.
And Ayana's like, well, that's disappointing.
No, it's not. Nothing was there for you to see that.
And Chule points out a hidden door while Ayana is throwing her little tantrum.
I'm going to check out the hidden door. Yikes.
And the hidden door leads into a hallway. There's a... Really? What the fuck, Sims? This hallway is attached to the door that the keystone is for. Like, what the shit?
Tidius, I need you. Drag him over to the door. Destroy it. Okay.
And Ayana's kind of... I had the keystone. It was the only thing in that sarcophagus. Yep.
Uh-oh. Trapped on the floor.
Yep.
You need to disable them.
Well, we can bypass them by going through the hidden door.
Oh. Yeah, that's true.
And that's exactly what the sim did for once. The sim did the smart thing.
Yeah.
There's a vase on a table at the end of the hallway, right beside the door. And the hallway turns into another, like, there's an archway that leads into another hallway. And around the corner at the end of that hallway, there's a pile of rubble. After however we decide to clear it, we clear it. There's a pile of platinum and a door. And the door, there's a keystone panel on the wall. Oh, okay. How in the blue blazes does that make any sense? What the fuck? Excuse me for a moment. Look here. Sims. Is that shape named? Where the hell is the Earth core? I need to fix the music. Ah, there it is.
I like this one even less.
Oh, there's lemonade is thinking.
Oh, not at all. You got that.
Okay. So since you destroyed that door, we still have the keystone, and Ayana finds that it fits in that hole, and the some pillars of fire pop up in the floor and then just kind of boop out because the holes close up. There is nothing else of value in this hallway. There's just an archway. Goes around a corner, leads to another door. Oh, and a hidden door opens up when she does that because shortcuts. And this room is a little bit creepy.
Yeah.
Doesn't have anything in it except for the pillar, and
Yeah. I'm not mad about
there's a pedestal with a keystone on it.
it. I need rubbing off on a cube.
There's a panel right beside a statue. Candy water bends the statue onto the panel, and that unlocks the door. There is a keystone panel on one side that we do not have the keystone for. That is the one that we just got picked up is not the correct keystone for that.
Guys, yes. Yay.
Meanwhile, Ayana peeks into the room that the door that Candy just unlocked. And there's some stairs going up and a pile of something in the corner. She goes, grabs that. And I guess I'll be getting that. Let me make that keystone real quick.
Cause guys, yes, go yeet.
Yep. Named.
I think it's yeeted.
No, it's yoked.
Are you sure?
It's the actual past tense.
Because that
makes absolutely no sense as far as.
will you fucking.
I looked it up on Urban Dictionary, okay?
Yep.
It's yoked. Urban.
Okay, I will be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Urban Dictionary isn't always accurate.
Yep. I've always heard it say yeeted.
Like I said, I will be right back. I gotta run to the bathroom.
No, it's yolk, you guys. It has to be. Yolk.
Oh, come on. Work with me. Don't do this to me. You're ugly. I need you gone. It's not coming out.
Go back to silver and then do it pink again.
It doesn't work that way.
Works for people.
Well, these aren't paint markers. They're permanent markers.
I use Sharpies all the time, and it's.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the yolk thing is someone being really sarcastic. And playing around. Because they try to play that, oh, this has been around for centuries. It's like, no, it hasn't.
No.
Near as I can tell, it's been around for 1/15 of a century.
It's been around for a few years.
Not even the good part of this century.
Oh.
You okay, sis?
I think she said she had to go to the bathroom and stuff.
Yeah. Ah, you caught the maka.
What is that difficult? She was just letting go to bed.
Well, my front bathroom is out of order.
So I had to go all the way to the back. So, yay. Yay me. Okay. I am okay. I am back. And,
Yeah, yeeted.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Are we still in discourse about the past tense of yeet?
Well,
Not anymore.
Not anymore, yeah.
Okay.
That argument has been settled
Okay.
by the grammar nerd.
Yep.
I spent far too long reading dictionary definitions of yeet.
Yep.
Well, that's about as awkward as when we were talking. Well, we were in. I forget where we were. Probably in New Jersey. And we pull into a gas station to refill our rental cars because we have to refill them on the way back to the airport.
Yeah.
And we pulled into, quote, the jankiest gas station possible.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to literally look up the Urban Dictionary definition of and define Yankee for my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you couldn't have...
Okay, try having to do this during a fucking Cards Against Humanity's game. Bukake.
Yeah.
I had to define that for my mother.
Oh, yikes.
During the Cards Against Humanity game. I'm sorry, I remember our game from last night now.
Yep.
Because she turned to me like, you know those anime words, right? What does this mean? Oh no.
Oh, that's not anime, honey.
That's hentai and...
That's not even hentai. That's just straight up porn.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Of course, the first thing that comes up is videos.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, any oozles. Okay. Give me... I actually need to...
I'm glad that my first exposure to the concept of shibari was an art class.
Mm-hmm.
I know someone who's actually into that.
I follow somebody on TikTok who's into that and is a dom.
Hey.
And does demonstrations on a dressmaking dummy.
That's one way to do it.
Yep.
A clothed dressmaking dummy named Helen. At least I think it's Helen.
Okay.
Check that. Anywho.
Yeah.
Jesus, stop.
What? What's up?
It kicks off. Okay.
So, in this room, it's not intimidating at all.
It's not like there's a skull on the floor or anything.
Yeah. And there's Sphinx statues across the...
And these aren't just statues, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Don't want to have another encounter with them.
With the nuisance?
Yeah.
Alright, there is a floor panel straight ahead.
And Elwyn is going to...
The Sphinx statues are looking at each other kind of in a very intimidating kind of...
Elwyn is going to climb up onto the ceiling and walk over to that eye with the hole.
Uh-huh.
And land directly in that tile specifically.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Just stick his hand in it. You find a lever. There's bugs crawling all around your hand and shit, but you find a lever.
Yeah. I'm okay.
It's a very interesting noise you just made.
Yeah. Ayana kind of skirts around the statues because she just gets the feeling that if she walks between them, something's gonna happen. She's just gonna skirt around, stand on a floor panel that's right there. The lever opens up another hole in the floor.
I'm going to pole vault to it.
That holes in the floor behind and in front of Ayana as she's standing on the floor panel.
Mm-hmm.
Slide shut. No indicator as to what they actually were. The floor panel that she's standing on unlocked a door.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to go through the door, or first the hole in the floor.
Okay. The hole in the floor closes the traps.
Yeah.
Ayana unlocked the door. And Chule, in Chule fashion, finds a hidden door off to the side.
I'm gonna open the hidden door, actually.
Okay. Because she is a well-trained little rat. And the hidden door opens up into a room that's got dining areas, a vase, pile of rubble in the corner, and some gravestones, some platinum. Fortunately, as you get near the headstones, nothing happens. Chule points out another hidden door. And there's more platinum on a pedestal.
In my bedroom. Okay.
The hidden door opens up into a room that's got a big pile of rubble in it that is concealing a sarcophagus.
Oh, lovely. Is there anything in the sarcophagus?
Besides whatever treasure the sim just dug up, no.
Okay.
No offense. But compared to the other places we've been, the people in this pyramid were very lax on security.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. I don't think. Then again, there was a freaking sphinx in this pyramid.
Mm-hmm. There was an androsphinx.
There was an androsphinx in this pyramid. Is there a hidden door on the other side
No.
of the room? Okay. Well, that's cheap.
Yeah. It's a jerk. Alright, the door that Ayana unlocked leads into a room with 4 alcoves and a door.
Let's check the alcoves first.
Okay. One alcove has a pile of rubble in the corner.
Gonna go ahead and clear that.
And there is what the hell? There is nothing underneath it. What the fuck? But there is a hidden door. There is a hidden door behind it.
Okay.
I'm like, what the shit? That's a rip. Hidden door. That leads into another room with another large pile of rubble. There's a vase and a bag of gold on one side.
Clear the rubble.
Okay. As you start to clear the rubble, the rubble and the sarcophagus, the rubble and whatever's underneath it starts to kind of moan.
Oh crap!
There's something
we gonna have to
I'll just lay on fire.
Point noted.
I love that. That's our solution for everything. Let's set it on fire. It's a valid solution.
It works. Yeah.
It's a valid solution. It really is.
Especially to this one.
It works great on mummies.
Yep.
So many flame blades.
Okay. So, a mummy pops out of the rubble, and as it kind of just that actually wasn't a sarcophagus. I'm embarrassed. It was sitting on a treasure chest under the rubble.
We'll just say there was.
Yeah.
Cause hell with it.
Yeah. So, let me see what it's in me. So,
I'm gonna go ahead and roll for initiative.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, give me a second. I gotta get to where I'm.
My baby.
Get it in the right spot, it won't be able to reach it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just gonna have it stay on his neck.
So.
In like that one unreachable spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right behind the
your
hair.
shoulder.
Right behind the hair.
I don't like it. I will take that for Ayana.
Only the snake has better initiative than the centaur. Oh. Why are you rolling multiple dice?
Because I have multiple.
He has to roll for Ayana and Chule and
Candy and the enemy.
Yeah, I forgot that you have to play like 3 other characters.
Yeah.
And Shikensa.
Alright. Yep. I need to get another. Plus, on top of that, Chule and Ayana have advantage. So the dice gets rolled twice for them. Okay. Alright. So Ayana is 21. Chule is 24. Anahita?
16.
Elwyn?
That was 22.
Tyzius?
16.
Izion?
17, and the snake got the same.
Okay. And then Candy is 2 again. Kinsa is 22 as well. And the mummy is 13. Okay. Alright, so top of the round is Chule. And she has unfortunately used her polymorph for the day. I am sad. But ways to not make the rat OP.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to just vault at the mummy and nom its nasty ass flesh. Almost max damage, okay. That is 9 plus 5 is 14. And that is Julie's turn. Okay. And then it is Skinsaw's. And she is going to set it on fire. She really is. She's going to... Yeah. She's going to kind of make a gesture with her hands and firebolt at that bitch. And that is 20 damage. Grand total because it's fire. And it is now on fire. She is also going to yeah, she's also going to draw and yeet a dagger at the burning mummy. And yeah, that hits. So that's going to be 1d4. 3 plus 5. And what is her sneak attack? 3d6. Okay, 3d6. Okay. 3 plus 5 is 8. What's her sneak attack? 8. 11. And that is her turn.
Why am I missing a hit point?
Oh, you... At some point earlier after our last long rest, you took some... Oh yeah, you smacked your hand on something.
I don't remember. Anyway,
Anyways.
Blade.
Yeah.
Nope. Going again.
Okay.
Okay, that one hit. I don't know what the hell. Okay. So that's gonna be what is my dice for this again? I should know this by now. Okay, 3d6. So 1, 2, 3, lady. Okay, so that 6 points of fire damage. And have I burned my action surge for the day?
It's dead.
I have burned my action surge for the day, and it's dead. Good.
Yeah. Like, even if you hadn't, please don't waste it. It's dead. Like, okay then.
Okay, I'm going to take all this stuff then.
Okay. Alright, so in I'll just say it's a sarcophagus. There is a bust.
Might be valuable.
Yep. Then a vase and a bag of gold. Nothing else in this room. Next.
Something to decorate our keep with.
Yep. The next alcove has just a treasure chest. with a pile of platinum in it. There is another alcove that has a treasure chest with platinum in it. Okay. And then there is a embalming, one of the canopic jars in the last alcove. And then go through the door.
Yep.
Okay. As you enter the next room, a mummy shambles out of a sarcophagus. There's 3 sarcophagi at the back of the room.
Oh, I was just thinking about this freaking tomb. Is that floor panel I see there?
Yeah. There's also a pile of platinum. By all appearances, the mummy cannot get to you guys. Just straight coming into the room. It just kind of crawled out of its tomb for no reason.
Aren't there 2?
Yep. There's 2 of them. And one legit just walked into the fire and set it up into the fire trap and set itself on fire.
That's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah. Only one of them set itself on fire though. So I'm gonna say both of them actually. You step on the floor panel and fire shoots out.
If you get off of the floor panel, it'll walk into the fire trap, and then you can set it on fire, and then you can step back on the panel, and it'll set it on fire.
Yep.
Just give it 2 seconds.
Yep. Step on the floor panel. Some fire traps go off, and all the mummies that just shambled out of their tombs just kind of into the. They just walk through the fire, not even paying attention.
Except for that one, apparently.
It's just pacing the opposite. It's just pacing. Okay.
Might have to nuke it.
Yep, I'm gonna have to nuke it. I'm gonna nuke it. Okay. So, with those mummies out of the way, they literally set themselves on fire and they just kind of run around their little corner of the room screaming their little until they just kind of burn to dust. It's actually kind of comical to watch. Like, dumbass.
Yeah.
So Candy water bins a statue out of the way to get to the loot.
Might as well, look inside all of the sarcophagi.
Yep. There is a canopic jar, a bag of gold, and some platinum in the treasure chest. Inside the sarcophagi are. There's a sarcophagus fragment, a gold figure, and some jerky.
Yeah.
Because why the hell would mummies want to take... What the hell? Okay.
Yeah. And no hidden doors.
No hidden doors.
All right, let's
And
get the hell
no
out of here.
more doors.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah. I want to see what goes up, what those stairs lead to.
Why? Sure. Why? Let's go see what the stairs lead to.
It just want my snake.
The snake is doing well so far.
I know, but I want him to have half my stats
Well,
Yep.
the dungeon's finished.
to be my baby.
Well, almost. Once we're out into the desert, there is in the hallway that the stairs lead to, there is another set of stairs. There's the glint of platinum on the floor in the corner. You pass a pedestal with a gold figure on it and a money bag. And then through a archway, you can see the back end of a Sphinx statue. And approaching it the Sphinx does not move, so
Okay,
it's safe to assume it's not alive.
Is it the money bag?
It's a money bag. When you pick up the money bag, the room turns red.
No.
Oh. Try it.
Yep.
No.
I'm gonna say we managed
Shoots, like streams of water just pop up underneath you as you pick up that money bag.
Prestidigitation.
Like, okay. And there is a door on the other side of the water.
Going through the door.
That leads into a hallway. There is a door that goes into a bathroom that smells really moldy.
Ew.
And stale and nasty. And there is, around the corner at the other end of the hall is a hidden door.
Hidden door.
Why the hell are you going this way? Sim, what the fuck? Well, it leads back into, it leads us into a circle. It leads into the first, one of the first rooms.
Alright, well.
There was a staircase going up at the end of that hallway.
Yeah, let's go up the stairs.
Yep.
Please, let's leave.
And we're able to go around the trap with just getting a little bit wet.
Yeah. At the top of these stairs is a room with, there's a door that is unlocked and a locked door.
With a keystone panel, looks like.
Yes, there is a keystone panel. That we do have the key.
Yay.
The room that the unlocked door goes to, there is a giant boulder in the way.
Yay! Of course, yay.
And the boulder was sitting on top of a floor panel. So when you step on it, it unlocks a door that's straight ahead. That goes into a room with a little seating area in the corner. There's some statues to the side that Candy promptly water bends onto panels that are directly in front of them that she notices. There's a vase on the table. The panels set off lightning traps, apparently.
Well,
Okay. Just
can't cross them.
Yep, just gonna nuke that and go back to what I was doing. Candy sticks her hand in it, in one of the holes that's not spouting lightning, and in the treasure chest is a statue. She waterbends another statue out of the way because she sees the door. And the door is unlocked. And it leads into a room that, there is a sarcophagus under some rubble. But by the looks of it, at first you approach it carefully and start to clear the rubble. Nothing happens. Check it out. The sarcophagus is empty.
Okay.
Courtesy of Chule, there is you find a hidden door. Leads into a hallway. There's some rubble that is hiding a money bag. And then some stairs.
I guess we go up the stairs.
More stairs. Always. Stairs, stairs, and more stairs.
Oh,
and
God, what is this?
This room is very eerily filled with statues. And
How about no? Well, no. We know what Candy's doing.
Candy spots a hole in the floor, and she just kind of like, hole!
The centaurs are not going to be a part of it.
And she runs forward and sticks her hand in the hole. And the only thing that happens as she runs forward is the lights, the bowls that the statues are holding all bust into flames. Like, flames appear in the bowls. And she's like, ooh, okay. This is creepy.
It still doesn't look good.
She pulls the lever and opens, a hidden door opens. And she is like, hey guys, I found a door. And without waiting for anybody, she goes inside and she's like, ooh, a treasure chest. That she opens up and pulls platinum out of. And then she's like, hey guys, come look.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. You found a lookout.
There's a little oasis underneath the pyramid. And a very creepy sarcophagus that is barricaded. Like,
There's probably a good reason for that.
Yeah. But there's a treasure chest right in front of the sarcophagus.
But it's barricaded. There's probably a very good reason for that. Nobody's hair has gone limp.
No, nobody's hair's gone limp. So that means that there's not a mummy lord.
I don't see a mummy. We can handle mummies, remember?
Just set it on fire.
Fire. I'm tired of this damn pyramid. At least we won't have to face another sphinx that I know of.
Izion just wants to get the fuck out, huh?
Izion wants to get the fuck out. Yeah. Izion, it's alright.
And
Guys, use your act.
onto
Back you.
one of the ones that's barricading.
Yeah.
Okay. And make your way to the treasure chest.
Mm-hmm.
And when you open it, a mummy comes out. And yep. I'm going to, and if the moment it comes up and it notices the sim, she beats the shit. She proceeds to beat the shit out of it, and it goes back to what she was doing. So, yeah.
And we can keep it up.
Yeah.
She's done. All right, roll for initiative.
Yep. The
I want to re-roll it.
That's not how it works.
I got a 2 and a 3.
So take the 3.
6.
All right. So give me just a second to roll all these initiatives. I will take 16 for Ayana. 12 or 12. I guess I'll take a 12. Finally, something other than a 1 for Candy. Skin song. And the mummy. Alright, so Chile is 16. Skinsaw is 10. Owen was 6. Ayana is 20. Izion?
24.
Yep. Dishnik?
He's got a 5.
5. Anahita?
I got a 5. 13 for Anahita.
How much?
13.
13. Okay. Tisius?
He's got a 9.
9. And Candy has an 11. Alright. So, Izion is first on the round.
Well, I guess the Scimitar of Life Stealing doesn't really help now, does it?
Not against an undead creature.
Dancing Scimitar might. Oh, that one. Just give it the command. Yeah, let's see. Oh, it doesn't charge. Okay. It doesn't have any charges, so you can. Oh, it's just a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll do that.
Okay.
8.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah. So.
1d6 plus 5. So 8 points of slashing damage, and you still got your 2 attacks.
Yep.
Yeet the great axe. Oh. Well. 11 to hit?
Hits.
Okay. Uh, 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Blink back, do it again. 17 to hit.
Hits.
And okay, that's better. 11 points of damage.
All right.
That's it.
Okay, and it is now Ayana's turn. She's going to pull out her Holy Avenger sword because undead creature. And she's going to stab. And bash, yeah. Because...
Stab and bash.
Yep. Yeah, her modifier is +8. So, yeah, that's going to hit. So, that is a D10 and D8. Is 13. Okay. Plus, because it's undead, it takes 2d8 radiant damage from her sword. 2d10 radiant damage, and it is dead.
Yay! And what's in the treasure chest?
Gold and platinum.
Nice. And there's another statue for you to yeet your axe at.
Yep.
Yeet.
And a treasure chest in a corner behind the statue. With gemstone and gem dust.
And Owen is just going to climb over the edge, and over the ledge, and walk into the oasis.
He's using spider climb.
Yep. Using the cloak.
Yep.
With unlimited use of spider climb. And he's going to wait for the others to get there.
Okay. I'm going to send the correct way, as it were. I'm going to say that there's a keystone panel for the door on the opposite side as well.
Yeah.
But, yeah. In the oasis, there are
a lot of water.
Yeah, obviously. And plants.
I see a keystone.
Yep. Oh, it's the room that we already cleared out.
Hmm.
So, no need for that. Alright, so there are Creepy statues. 4 rooms in the space.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Let's go in there.
How exactly cars get down?
The stairs.
Since when were there stairs? I did not see any stairs from those rooms.
There are
There
not any.
were.
There's not any stairs in that rooms.
Go down the stairs from where we were before and then back around. I'm tired.
Go the long way.
That's boring.
I mean, you could also always do an athletics or a dexterity check, and try and valiantly leap over the fence into the oasis.
You know what? I'm gonna try that.
Oh God.
Izian's done that one too.
1, 2, 3.
7.
That's going to be a bad time. Because that's either
That's
acrobatics or athletics, which is +8.
Okay, athletics 7 plus 8. That's what?
13.
13. 7 plus 8 is 15.
15. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
So what does a 15 get me? Do I stumble?
You get. Oh, he gets over the fence. But he lands awkwardly and doesn't take any roll a dexterity save real quick to decide whether or not you take damage from this stumble.
14.
Okay. Fortunately, he manages to catch himself, but it's really awkward and you almost slip in the water.
I'll take that.
And what are you doing?
You come very close to bunking into just ramming into a pillar.
Just kind of shrugs.
Honestly, never do that again, please. Don't stick your tongue out at me. I will grab it.
It's gonna be a long time.
Oh my gosh, it is a very long tongue. It almost goes down to the tip of your chin. Holy shit. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I meant on horses, but okay.
Well, it's a centaur.
Yeah. And I'm going off of my tongue as well.
Oh my god. Okay. So, from the balcony, Aliana and everybody else is just like, what the hell? Candy, being Candy, share information. +1 +1.
I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
Candy's gonna start to, and let's see. She trips leaping out while she's leaping. Her foot catches on the fence, and she kind of just flips onto she just kind of hangs there. Help.
Elwyn walks up and helps get her out and then carries her down. Puts her down on solid ground, kind of folds his arms at her like.
That was fun though.
Was it worth it?
Yes. And Ayana and everybody else is just like, I'm gonna go the long way.
Alright, whatever. So, back to the doors.
Yeah, back to the doors. Like, while you're waiting on everybody else to catch up. Now that the shenanigans are done.
Multiple choice again.
No, it's
just straight 3 doors into rooms. Each room has a sarcophagus in it. That's a kind of a situation of slowly back out until everyone shows up.
Mm-hmm. Let's clear the one without the rubble in it first.
Okay, that's 2 rooms. The one with the rubble?
The small one.
Okay.
The small one without the rubble.
Okay. So the one that my sim is standing in at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. So, there is a bag of gold on a table in the corner.
Anything inside of the sarcophagus?
I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a person, at least. There is dust.
Oh.
And a relic worth 81 simoleons. Okay. Next.
Middle room.
Okay. Just do it one at a time. There are 2 treasure chests, some platinum on the floor, bag of gold.
Money!
Yeah. Collect the loot.
There's a bag of gold on the table.
One or anything inside of the sarcophagus?
Well, give me just a second and I'll find out. Platinum in both of the chests. And no on any person.
Okay.
There is a treasure in there. Another relic.
Yay.
In the third room, the pile of rubble is concealing a bar of platinum.
A bar of platinum. Wow.
Yep. Or titanium or something silverish. Let me double check. It's a silver platinum. It's a silver bar.
Okay.
Okay.
Look inside the sarcophagus.
And get dragged in.
What?
You peek the sarcophagus. Wrapped hand grabs your arm and do a strength check.
I think that would be a saving throw.
Yes.
That's 5.
You literally get dragged into that sarcophagus with
Blade.
rotting mummy.
Blade.
This is set it on fire with you in there. Okay.
Well, if I set it on fire, it'll let me go.
Yep. And that's exactly what happens. It lets you go.
Yeah, that's a nat 18.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, O'Leary.
Yep.
Oh shit! 9 plus 5, so that's 14 points of fire damage.
Natural or the double?
That's natural.
All right, so that's gonna be. I'm just gonna do 19 twice. Okay. It is on fire.
14.
It has let you go, and.
Well, 14. 5, 5, 4.
Okay.
So 14 doubled to 28. Yeah, 28.
Yep.
And heck with it, I'm gonna attack again.
Okay. Because rude.
That's a 16.
Hits.
And that's going to be 4, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay. This is 22 total.
Yep. Plus, you know what? Screw it. 6 points of radiant damage. 2 points of radiant damage.
Okay, the 6 killed it.
Oh, well, never mind on the 2 then.
Yep. You come out of there and it's just like, eh.
I'm okay.
Are you, Elwyn? What happened?
Like literally, I'm okay.
Okay.
She just gets this cheeky grin. She's like, "Did you have fun in there with your new bedmate?"
Don't start with me.
Yeah.
Did we see hidden door in that other room?
Yes, there is a hidden door in that other room.
Like he literally asked that.
You know what? Chule did point one out.
Good. Let's go through that.
There's a pile of rubble that, according to Chule's scritching, is concealing a hidden door.
And it goes through.
Into what amounts to a cemetery.
Nope.
There's nothing but tombstones and skeletons.
Which, if you mourn the headstones in the Sims, if you mourn the right one, you get a little extra goodie.
Do you know which one?
No. I can't remember exactly which one. I think it's one of the middle ones. In this one. I'd start with the big ones first.
Yeah. There's oddly enough a statue that there's a statue where there's a random statue.
Yeah. Any hidden doors?
No, but moving it slightly revealed a hole in the wall.
Okay, Candy.
Okay.
That's her thing?
Yep.
I'm assuming?
Yep. There's a bottle of wine in that hole.
Ooh, putting that in the bag of holding.
She's like, is this? Yoink. This is a bottle of wine.
Good find.
Otherwise, there's really nothing in that room. And this part of the tomb, I think, is cleared out.
There's no hidden doors along the wall there?
Nope.
Yay. Got everything done? Did we hit all the holes yet?
Yeah, I think so. I know that there is a hidden door
Somewhere that leads into that area.
Yeah. Into the pitch black area.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Backtracking on the way out, kind of take note of it. And there is a treasure chest in this room. I'm trying to remember where and opening the treasure chest and getting the platinum out of it opens up another hidden door that leads into a room with more tombstones, because why the hell not? There's some relics around the room. Platinum on the floor. Nothing comes out of the gravestones.
Is there another hidden door over there?
I'm working on it. Yes. That leads into
a big empty space.
That leads into a room that's got a rubble-covered sarcophagus. That is kind of shaking.
How about we don't?
We could at least put it out of its misery.
Yeah.
What do you think? Put the poor thing out of its misery?
Sure.
All right.
Hold on. As the sarcophagus is kind of shaking, but there's a muffled, not undead sounding help.
Oh. There's someone living in there.
All right.
Like, not undead. Living.
Yep.
Let's open it.
Clear the rubble.
Yay.
Yank the sarcophagus open. And there is a tiefling. And let me...
Well then, hello. How did you end up in this predicament?
Teleportation spell gone wrong.
Huh.
And she has black hair, dark gray skin, black eyes. Like if her skin was a couple of shades darker, she would look like a void in clothes with horns. Like she would look like a shadow with horns in clothes.
Wow.
That's how dark she is.
Interesting.
She is very muscular. And she's just like, huh. I was starting to worry that no one would ever would ever find me in here. I didn't have room to move to cast another spell to get out. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My name is Divya, by the way.
What's her name?
Divya.
Sepia. I'm Elwyn. These are my friends.
Nice to meet you. And she just kind of pauses, looks Elwyn over. You have divine blood.
Yes, I do.
Thought so.
There's a very, very incredibly long story behind that. I won't bore you with the details.
It can't be much more incredibly long and boring than mine. Anyways, now that I have room, excuse me. And she kind of makes a few gestures with her hand and just poof, vanishes.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These pyramids, its own devices.
Yep. It is going to pester me. Where is that door? Oh. Okay. Because, yes, there is a random-ass hidden door in this tomb that leads into a almost completely unlit space.
Is there anything in it?
Yeah.
A room.
Anything in the room?
There's a treasure chest.
It's not worth it.
And
Yes,
some
is.
platinum and something underneath that pile of rubble.
Well,
As you're walking, I'm going to just say that as you're walking out, Chule just skitters off.
Hey, Chule, where are you going?
She disappears in a hole in the wall, in a little hole, and just like, now we gotta find the rat. Like, Chule, she caught the scent of something, I guess.
Yeah. Apparently. I was gonna do that anyway to go grocery shop. I don't think if we fit through there, that just makes sense. Okay. I'm small, I'm not that small.
Candy uses beast shape and turns into a rat and follows after Chule.
Alright. Okay. Sure. I'll be right back.
Like, Candy, you're the only one that can follow her there. Let's try and go find my rat.
Do I have a spell that can... No. Oh.
Do we have a spell that can find the runaway rat?
I'm trying to see if Ellen does. Let's see. Prestidigitation? No. True Strike? No. No.
No. Ooh.
No.
Ayana.
No.
Ayana is just like, I wonder. I had one of these rocks cast freaking arcane hand. I wonder. She pulls, like, her small collection of gemstones out of her room, out of her bag.
Her room.
Her bag, yeah. And she's like, I wonder if this one does anything. And she holds up a piece of jade. And does she have that as a spell that she knows? It's probably going to be a 3rd level.
Are you making it to where these rocks are basically spell beads?
A couple of them are, yeah.
Okay.
That piece of lapis lazuli had a fucking arcane hand attached to it.
I love these dice.
And
They were from Rachel. They came in
Yeah, I saw the opening video.
Dice Goblin.
I watched it.
okay. Let's just okay, let's see. Okay. Nothing happens. She doesn't have the knowledge to find out whether or not it actually has a spell on it. But she does have one use of wish with her sword. So with her luck blade. So she's just going to, well, with this sword I can cast wish. So
Is that like once a day or like what?
it is. It has a specific number of charges. Once a day, yeah.
Okay.
So she's going to cast wish and basically wish to know where her rat is. And a light, like a string of light, emits from her sword and leads the way to.
It's like Inigo Montoya.
Yep. Yep. Except her sword actually is magic. And.
Oh no, wait! It's a turtle. It's a turtle.
Yep. And that leads you guys to one of the rooms that you've already cleared. You thought you checked every corner and nook and cranny. But the light is going under the wall. So you find a hidden door. And it goes into a pitch black space. And it's just like, how does anything without without the ability to see in the dark, in pitch black, see anything in here? And she puts her luck blade away and pulls out her glowy Holy Avenger longsword. And that emits a small light around her.
Just a thought here. What?
Let's see. Yeah. She takes out a lantern and lights her lantern. She's like, there you go. Lights.
And there are 2 rats in the floor. Just patiently waiting.
There you are. Don't run off like that again.
And Chule just kind of and runs off.
That is literally the exact opposite of what I just said.
Let's just see if we can't follow her. And Candy Rat follows as well. Sikiensop draws her own rapier, which, oddly enough, emits a glow of its own.
Elwyn summons up Flame Blade again.
So just about everybody has a source of light right now.
Except for the centaurs.
Yeah, but
and my Flame Blade.
Yep.
Izion sticks to Elwyn and Tysius to the other.
Tysius, why don't you come with me?
Yeah.
That stare of the centaur child.
So that uncomfortable around him. As you walk through the room, through the dark room, pillars of fire shoot up at random. And Chule is steady scritching at a wall that has a hidden door.
Open the door.
And there is a mass amount of platinum on the floor in here.
Gather up all the platinum.
2 treasure chests. And a pile of rubble.
Alright. Clear the rubble.
Okay, there is a serpent statue in one treasure chest. And some gem dust in the other. The rubble is concealing a treasure chest.
Yay.
Which has sarcophagus fragment and a pushable statue fragment.
Whee!
And it's just like, can we get out of here, please? I think we're done.
I think that's it. We're done. Let's go.
Hi, random piece of treasure. That was hiding behind a. Okay. So now that we've
Back on the road.
yeah.
He is officially Izion's pet.
He is officially Izion's pet.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
Yep, and that is as good a time as any to stop for the night.
Sweet.
So, yep. So,